Does it make sense to change your SEO team if there is no result, if there is zero result, or you don't like actually the result your SEO team delivers? And this is the big question. Hi, my name is Daniel. I'm Daniel Dramshev, and I'm the CEO and founder, and actually I'm the SEO expert myself for a long time already, more than 10 years. So I definitely know, and in this video, I want to share with you if this really makes sense, or when does it make sense to change your SEO team or to consider this change. And I decided to make it easier. So I just Google it. And I will show what Google says and I will comment on that. And I will show you what ChatGPT is saying on this question. And I will show you also the websites, actually your competitors, maybe the HVAC websites, which you may know, and we will see how the traffic was during the last 10 years. So stay tuned and let's chat about that. The AI from Google says that it does make sense to consider changing your SEO team if you're not seeing the results you expected, especially if you been working with them for a significant period of time. And this is actually the first, there are several factors which you need to consider if you want to change your SEO team. And this information is taken from WebFX, from CMS Wire, from some, I would say, like big websites in the United States. WebFX is one of the biggest SEO agencies in the United States. And let's see what we have here. The time frame. First factor is the time frame. I would say that they say that it can take 3-6 months or even up to a year. This is correct. So if you're not seeing the results for 3-6 months, this is okay. But the thing is that you need to also check the other things, the activities, the reports, the plan, the strategy which is on the table and which is rolling out. Because you don't need just to wait for 6 or 12 months and then decide, okay, because this is a mistake what most of the companies do. Many marketers and businessmen, they think that SEO is a scam. Because it is many times, and maybe even most of the time, it is so. Because a lot of companies in the United States, they sell very good these services, but the delivery then is not perfect. And sometimes you just have to wait. They sign you for a 12-month or 24-month contract, and they perform not very well and deliver not so much as they can deliver, and then you just have to wait. And this is SEO, everybody knows that SEO doesn't bring you results very fast. So what I recommend is not waiting these 3 months, but regularly, monthly basis. You just need to follow what your company, what your team is doing. And if you see that it's all right, then it's okay to wait. It's not a problem. I also wait on my websites, which I invest money, which I do SEO. All the time I wait a lot of time to get top results. The thing is that they have to do it right. So it's not a problem to wait, and don't expect really big results after 3-6 months, after 4 months. Don't expect that. You can expect clear goals and expectations. This is the very good point. If you set up these clear goals, if you understand that, okay, we need some metrics, we need to get visible, we need to get better rankings, then we need to get traffic, then we need to get leads, calls, and then the revenue comes. And this is a long process. And don't expect any business result in several months. Don't expect sometimes even the business result during the first year. You just need to invest. It's an investment money. This is not a lead generation money and not a lead generation budget. Just separate it in, I don't know, your mind or your P&L, and this will be easier. Then the next point is communication and transparency. If you like the communication, if the communication is transparent, if you have the reports and they saying what was done and all the actually even little things which your team is doing, then it's cool. It's like an internal team. If you hire internally the employee or some tech guy who is doing SEO for you, it has to be transparent, and communication should be not very techy. So you as a business owner, as a businessman, as a marketer, you understand it. It's easy. Then data and analytics. If your SEO team have all this data and analyze it and have all the trackings, all the metrics and keyword rankings, and so you can really see what they're doing, you can really see where they targeting to, and you can even see the areas for improvement. Sometimes you as an owner can ask some questions which will guide them to make their work better. So you just need to play in one team. I wouldn't recommend to play it like, okay, you're a contractor you do all the work. I'm not in that. I will not spend time on that. No, you should plan time. You should plan some time to play together with your SEO team. Then some internal factors. They can be development team. They can be some technical stuff which is not optimized on the website, which will definitely have a negative impact on the SEO rankings and its results for business. Then external factors, which actually nobody can control. This is like Google, this is competition, because if you know, like if you're doing HVAC, or if you're doing any other contractors business, the competition is crazy. Competition is never going down. It's the competition goes all the time. It goes up. And these are external factors. All these external factors, they influence the results. So even if you have a good team and they do the right job, and there are some factors which there may be some factors which will not allow them to bring you the good result or perfect result on the table right away, or very fast, or quite fast in considering SEO terms. Yeah, what else? It's the from the opposite side, so just recommendation for you how to consider the changing. So unrealistic promises. This is also like, if somebody is guaranteed, like say to you, I will guarantee you first rankings or top first rank. This is not true. This is definitely not true. Lack of experience, lack of expertise. You can check it with, I don't know, either case studies or some media which that company or that team is sharing. So you can also see it from there. And again, lack of communication and transparency. Some companies, they hide the process, they hide some things, and this is not the very good for the process. You need to be aware of what kind of backlinks they acquiring, what kind of guest posts, and what websites are linking to your website, because sometimes the SEO teams, they just killing your website. They can kill your business because of the lack of experience and expertise. And this may be it. No organic traffic, no organic business. So be aware. So firstly, when you interview in the SEO team, and then when they work, also try to, because I saw several websites which were coming to us for the strategy session, which we usually perform before we agree to work together. And they were teams which were right away pushing the websites with very cheap backlinks, with low budget, and this is what really killing the website. And then owners, they don't know like what's happening, what's going on. We even have worse results than before. So just you need to be aware of what they're doing. And and also the resources. I think like you can also check what they say on Reddit and Quora, and but more or less it's mostly it. Then let's see what ChatGPT is have for us. It's plus minus the same. I already read that. So the current strategy. So review the strategy or play on the strategy together with your team, together with your SEO team. Communication and expectations. Again, don't set up don't over expect from SEO. Don't put a lot of expectation into business result for the first year at least. And it is much more. It's much easier to, when you don't expect, when you don't have any expectations from the SEO like ROI, then it's better, and sometimes it's even play better when you don't expect it delivers you a very good result. It worked for me. So the time frame, again, more bigger time frames, SEO needs time, that's for sure. But anyway, during those time frames, you just need to be aware of what's going on, and it's better to the process to be transparent. Competitor analysis. I already told you about the competition. The competition is getting crazy and more and more and more. So your team has to analyze competitors on the weekly, monthly basis. So you see how active your competitors are, because it's like marathon running, you can run like dream somewhere, and if you don't look into your competitor, like what your competitors are doing, they will just run faster, and this is it, you're out of the game. Budget and resources. This is what I wanted to pay your attention to. Budget and resources. If you're trying to play with SEO with 1.5, 2,000, even 3,000, sometimes it's not enough for HVAC business to rank very well, because it's better to have like 3, 4, 5, 7, I don't know. Depends on your area. Depends on the competition in your area. So allocate enough budget. Consult with 2, 3 companies what budget recommendations they will have, in your area. So you can really invest enough money to get better result from the SEO, to get enough result, actually enough and actually revenue from that investment. So budget and resources. Don't do that mistake. Don't go with the agencies which sell SEO services for very cheap price for the low budget, because better spend those money on, I don't know, on Yelp or Google Ads or somewhere, or just keep that budget, or spend that budget on into social media. With the low budget, usually you will just either not receive any result, or you may even kill your website. Okay, this is it for with this topic, and let's see the examples. So first example, that would be Forbes.com. Can you imagine Forbes.com? Do they consider changing their SEO team? Maybe yes, maybe no. Because you see, they have right now like 30 million of traffic, plus minus. And for the last time, they lost 25% of their traffic. They lost almost 10 million in visits. And you see their graph. So if you check like 10 years ago, they started with 12 million, and you see the traffic goes up and down, up and down. And here it was down after the 2018. It was a bit even like for a couple of years it was decreasing. And I understand that here we actually compete with Forbes. We started, like, not we, but Forbes started to compete with us, because we were in the niche. We played with affiliate websites where we led traffic to Amazon. And here Forbes began to create a lot of pages, like hundreds of thousands of pages with affiliate links, with actually very poor content. And I believe that here, where Google understood, okay, it's enough, Forbes, you got enough money from this topic, and they just decreasing the traffic, so their visibility. So Forbes losing traffic, a lot of traffic. Do they need to change something here? I think like it's on them. Maybe it's because of even some internal stuff. We don't know. I didn't analyze it so hard, but anyway, something is going on with Forbes, and definitely they have a question if we need to change the team, the SEO team, or the strategy, or the tactics, or something else, or the competition, or Google has changed, or something has changed definitely. And this was because of the August 2024 core update. So Google made their mission, and their mission is to provide us with the best results they can on the search, what we're searching for. So let's switch to HVAC examples right now. And the first examples, these guys from New York City, Figler and Sons. I'm not sure if I say the name correctly. Air conditioning specialist. Okay, that's cool. The top HVAC company in New York City since 1960. That's great. So actually, they're one of the top appearing in HVAC services NYC. This is how I found them. But they don't have a lot of traffic actually, but they used to have more. They used to have 6,000 traffic in New York, and that's crazy. That's a lot of business from organic. And you see, they started doing SEO somewhere in the beginning of 2019, and this is how long that did it take. So it took a couple of years, so they began to see the real results. And then it was ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs. You see, each year they were up and down. And I don't know if they were changing here the SEO teams, or they changed their strategy or tactics. Or you see, it was a lot. It was many Google updates. So if you do anything not very correctly, how Google wants, you just, maybe your website may be hit by an update. And here they were just quite good, and I would say perfect. They had a perfect result with this 6,000, but then it just they lost a lot of, like, 6 times. They have a 6-time decrease. So this is one of the examples. Then the second example, I would go with A1 Heating and Cooling. And this company is based in San Jose, California. They actually are one of the competitors of our client, who is leader in the market, the Fuse service. And these guys are competing with us in search for HVAC commercial, and not only commercial but business keywords, the transactional keywords. And you see what's going on with their website. They used to grow. Actually, they used to grow not so long time ago, but for the last several years, they are growing. And in January 2025, they started the website. I wouldn't say collapsed, but they lost a lot of traffic. They lost like two and a half times in traffic and business from organic. And right now, they have like a plateau. And if we take the whole, like the last 10 years, they started actually SEO a long time ago, and you see they've had a like all they had a very good result in 2018, and again it was then decreased and so on and so on. And here you understand that there are a lot of internal and external factors. So actually, this website, the generally it's growing. It's like Bitcoin, they're growing and then falling again. And this is where you can lose traffic because, I don't know, because of the strategy, because of the internal factors or external factors or the team. So you definitely should know what your team is doing. And actually your team also should know why this happening to your website. Your SEO team should know about that. I'm showing you this just because, yeah, in theory we understand how to manage the team, but anyway, it doesn't matter what kind of team you have, it still can be ups and downs. And here I believe that it was either low budget, or I don't know what was here, but there was no result for a long time. Or some companies, they just didn't care about SEO. And still a lot of HVAC companies, they don't care about SEO. They don't invest a lot of money and time in SEO. So these guys, the next example, the service experts. Service experts, I believe they invest a lot of money in SEO. Right now they have more than 20,000 traffic monthly with HVAC in different locations, in different areas. That's crazy. That's a lot of money. That's tens of millions of dollars in annual revenue, that's for sure. And you see, they are like for a while on the market already. So 10 years ago, they already had more than 20,000 in traffic, in organic traffic. And they were ups and downs. They had even in July 2019, they had more than 40,000 in organic traffic. That's amazing. That's a good job. But something went wrong. You see, again, internal factors, external factors, no guarantee, and competition. By the way, the answer here can be competition, because they started a long time ago, and nobody actually, you see from the other companies, they didn't invest in SEO a long time ago. This is the amount of investment. So it was almost zero, and then they started investing. I will not switch to Forbes, but you see, and these guys, so they don't grow much because of other guys, other competitors who are investing in SEO. And here they lost a lot. So somebody took that traffic away from them. This is it actually. And I just wanted to show you that everybody has these SEO challenges. All the companies, they have this SEO challenge, and sometimes they grow in, sometimes they don't have enough result. And if you're only starting like this somewhere, you start investing, so just you really need some time and play with SEO in order to get this kind of result. But anyway, you need to be aware or your marketing team need to be aware what your SEO team is doing, and do you need really to change them, or you just need to help them deliver the best results for your business. So I would recommend you playing in the same team with the SEO team, with all the marketing team which you have internally in your company. And yeah, one more time, don't play with cheap SEO. Please don't do that. Don't play with cheap SEO. Just invest enough money into SEO. Choose the right guys, the experts, which you really know what they're doing with SEO, and invest in multi-channel marketing. This will also help your SEO. Back to the question, does it make sense to consider changing your SEO team, if they don't deliver results? Sometimes yes. You need to be aware of all the things which we discussed, and see what they're doing, and see if they're transparent, and see if you have enough budget and investment into SEO. So it can can be really result oriented and you can win the competition. I hope and I wish you to win the competition. I wish you more revenue this year and this season, and see you in the next episode. Bye. That was Daniel from the Marketing Game.